So what happens when you know that resistance is there, but you don't know why it's there and you don't know how to turn it around because you don't know what it is? Okay, this is going to cost you $1, actually less than $1. One of my clients in a Fortune 100 company came up with this thing on his own, and it's just that simple. Here's what he did. He had introduced a process improvement, and he went directly to the professional and support staff because they're the ones who are going to have to carry it out, and said, look, here's what it is. They got excited, they started working. But he left out the supervisors and the managers. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. And he realized it too. This is a mistake. But he also had this feeling, I think there's something else going on, but I don't know what it is. So here's what he did brilliantly, and here's where the 99 cents comes in. He said, we got a managers meeting next week. I'd like each of you to take a couple index cards and write down any questions, any concerns you have. Do not sign your name, and get them to my secretary a couple days before the meeting. Okay. He walks into the meeting with that stack of cards. All right. Up to this point, he's done 4 brilliant things, and it's only cost him $1. The first thing is he did it in index cards. What could be simpler, more homegrown? You know, it's just, you could write a word, you could write a sentence, you could fill up 2 cards, you could do whatever you wanted. The second is it was anonymous. The third thing is he got the information well before the meeting. So if he's looking at one response and going, uh-oh, and you see smoke starting to come out of his ears, he has a chance to get over that, to learn deep breathing or do something before the meeting on Monday. Okay. And the fourth thing is, and this is something actually I've never seen before, he came into the meeting with the index cards. He did not take all of this and reduce it to a bunch of bullet points on a slide. So people could trust this is what we actually told him. So meeting starts. There's 100 people there, and he's talking, and he said, let me go through the cards. And he thanked people for doing this, and he said, all right, here's the first question. This one was asked a lot, by the way. Here's my response to it, blah, 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 blah. And he kept doing that, and people had suggestions. He would talk about those. About 15 minutes in, somebody raised their hand and said, Bob, I got a question. He goes, yeah, sure. And the guy asked the question, and Bob said, that's a great question, and started responding to it. Somebody else said, hey, what if we tried it this way? And Bob started talking, and pretty soon, I was sitting over to the side, you could see people moving from this kind of posture to leaning forward. People were raising their hands. There's a conversation going on. And within 20 minutes, he didn't need the cards anymore because these people were really talking about what mattered, what the resistance was, and you could see support to start to tilt in his favor. People were getting engaged. And like I say, it only costs you whatever a pack of index cards costs you. I want to give you another homegrown example that came from a client of mine